This is it, the final day of the 2019 World Para Athletics Championships in Dubai. 16 more titles to be decided tonight at the Dubai Club for People of Determination. It's been a big week, 1,200 athletes plus 210 events in total.
Throwing at 9 for United Arab Emirates.
So the final 16 events, we've got 5 in the field, 11 in the track. Start with the men's shot put, women's discus and the F55. We've got a race running tonight, big in Denmark and Britain. Women's 200 meters T37. Mandy Francoise Ali, the great return of her. Jordan Have, Great Britain. Ida Svetov in the men's 100 T35. Men's 100 T63. Women's 400 T20. Barbara Biganovska looking for glory there as well. And we round off after a couple of 1500 meters finals with the men's 1500 T52. No morning session today, so the standings in terms of who's won what as they were last night. China with 53 medals in total, 23 of them gold. Brazil have won 14 gold medals. Great Britain with 3 in third spot, 11 gold medals, 24 in total. Titles, gorgeous view across town as usual. Sun still setting, lovely temperate evening. Titles going across the week. A nice view across the city. So it's another full night of action. Good evening from Will Downing and to Tulson Tollett.
At the other end of the stadium is the men's shot.
Tulson Tollett.
You're funny. Personal joke. Anyway, we have loads of field action to look forward to start us off with. Men's shot put F46 final will be what gets us underway.
15 big lads. Let's meet the throwing
15 competitors taking part in this one. It also contains the world and championship record holders. That man there won bronze in 2017, also won bronze in the Paralympic Games in 2016. Hao Jianbao. From Kazakhstan, Ravil Mansurobev, lifetime best of 14.66. Next up, from Venezuela, Abraham Jesus Ortega Abello, 14.67, his lifetime best set this year. And then from Canada, it is Greg Stewart, who also set his lifetime best of 15.82 metres this year. He should be in contention.
Throwing at 5, representing
The Cypriot, Evangelos Martis. The sixth of the athletes, you may have heard of this man before, Matthias Uwe Schultz of Germany, who picked up silver at the Paralympic Games and also silver at the last World Championships in London. Nikita Prokhorov of Russia, the reigning championship record holder. He won the World Championship gold in 2015 and also back before that in 2013. From the Ukraine, Dmitry Ibragimov. The ninth of the athletes, the much shorter Kerwin Nomdu, 14.29, his lifetime best. From Lithuania, Andreas Skuha, 27 years of age. And next to him, India have been well represented at these games. Modjasa. The reigning Paralympic champion, also the reigning world champion, Wei En-long of China. And from Kuwait, Abdullah Al-Saleh, lifetime best he set this year, just under 14 metres. The world record holder from the USA, 4th back in 2017. He was 4th as well in the Paralympics, so both of the Worlds and the Paras, he's just missed out on the medal, but he is the world record holder. Joshua Sinemo, setting that world record in Lima this year at the Pan Am Games, And Hamza Dogan of Turkey is the 15th and final of the athletes to be presented to the crowd. So as per normal in this event, they will all get 3 throws. After that, we'll take ourselves down to the best 8 and move through in rounds 4, 5 and 6. Been a busy championships. Double sessions on every day except for this one. Qualifications on the first 2 mornings, then it's been double sessions all the way through, a packed schedule. And in this men's shot put F46, it will be the bronze medalist from 2017 and back at the Paralympics in 2016 in Rio, Hao Jianbao, who will get us underway with his opener. Lifetime best set this year, 15:57. So away we go with Hao first up. That's pushing out around the 14-metre mark. So no risk here by the looks of things of a lifetime best.
Throwing 5th, representing Colombia.
F46, the upper limb is affected by limb deficiency category. That is the 45 to 47 category. 1371 for Hao's opener. Don't forget you can get more on all the classifications, paralympic.org. And from there you can go through everything in chapter and verse, and you'll have the track and field, the wheelchair categories, the seated throws, of course, in this field competition as well. F31s to 34s, F51s to 57s. Everything will be there as Mansurobayev of Kazakhstan takes out his opener. Now they're between the 12 and 14 metre mark. He gets the white flag for that. His lifetime best, 14:66. Bit of a cooler day today as well. Cloud cover across Dubai. We've had a sweltering morning yesterday, a warm evening last night, 13:76, so he goes ahead of Hao into first place. But it's a much, much cooler evening with 16 finals taking place across the field and track. Canada's Greg Stewart will be the up soon. Is just question being asked the officials about the actual shots. That man now will go next. Stewart asking a few questions and making the officials come up with the answers.
Take your pick.
The paperwork's out. It's always serious when the paperwork comes out. Well, Dogan's in there asking a question as well. Ortega Abeo is due to go next to Venezuela. So we seem to have agreement.
Yeah, 7. This is 4 official and this is 3. This is 211 and this is 219 and this is 221. This is no 212. There is no number here.
These are the weights they're talking about of these shots.
Yeah, he bring it. Yes, he bring it.
Well, the Venezuelan Ortega Abeo has gone and put his jacket back on, so perhaps this is going to take a few minutes. I know Will Downing's an expert on the shots. Different sizes, different weights, obviously, but there's a question being asked that is going to be elevated to a higher level by Hamza Dogan. It is a calm evening. I know we've had a bit of breeze over the last few days when it comes to the different events in the long jump and on the track. Well, they've now taken to a pen to mark these shots. By the looks of things.
The personal implement is more private technical people, but it was not here one.
Well, Ortega Bayo has put everything back on. He's off to try and keep himself warm. We do have race running coming up on the track very shortly. There will be both men's and women's. And we may well have a start here. So he's taking the jacket back off. As Ortega Abeyo. Well, it's taken some time, but we're about to get underway. With the third attempt, it's been about 5 minutes between the second of Mansour Bayev of Kazakhstan, and now Ortega Abeyo with his opener of Venezuela. And that's pushing well out. That's around the 13, 14 metre mark. He's got a lifetime best he set this year, 14.67. Oh, he doesn't hold his balance. It is a red flag.
That was worth waiting for.
It was. He tried.
Yep.
He did his best. He hung, and over he went. So we waited 5 minutes for a foul. And after all that, we are going to head to the track for the first event of the evening, which of course, out of all 16, are finals tonight.
Yeah, every single event this evening has a gold medal at the end of it all. And this is the women's 100 metres race running. It makes its debut in the World Championships. It's quite big in Britain, but also particularly in Denmark, and there's a very good Danish contingent here this evening. Two Danes in this, Carla Rizum and Andrea Stockholm Overgaard. Two from Britain, Ellie Simpson and Kaylee Hago, plus Sandra Semedo from Portugal. An event which made its para-athletics, World Para-Athletics debut in the Europeans in Berlin last year. They have their own circuit as well that they are usually on, but they've been invited along to compete in the World Para-Athletics circuit alongside. But 5 of the best of the world are competing in this final. We'll start off with lane 3, and this is the world number 1 across 100, 400, 800 and 5,000. Finished 7th in the European Championships final last year in Berlin, based in Coimbra for Portugal. It is Sandra Semedo.
In lane 3, representing Portugal, Sandra Semedo.
Next in lane 4 for Denmark, 5th in the European final last year. The 18-year-old very well supported by the Danes here, Carla Rizum. In lane 5 for Great Britain, the 200 metres world record holder based in Chesterfield, first major para-athletics championship for Ellie Simpson. In lane 6 for Denmark, based in Frederiksberg, first major para-athletics championship for Andrea Stockholm Overgaard. And in lane 7 for Great Britain, world record in the 100, 400 and 800 metres from Scotland, based with Red Star AC in Glasgow, well supported as well. And silver in the European Para-Athletics Championships last year, Kaylee Hago. A sport which has grown through its own efforts. And the bike's there, obviously, for support. So it's Semedo in 3, Rizom in 4, Simpson in 5, Overgaard 6, Hago in 7. The final of the women's 100 metres, race running 3. We are away. Kaylee Hago, the world record holder, has started off really well here for Great Britain. Rizom moving up well for Denmark, and Simpson for Great Britain. It's going to be a British 1-2. Hago and Simpson, gold and silver, and Overgaard the bronze for Denmark. That's 16:59. Which is a blinding time. Mind you, I wonder if that's not the time of our moving camera. Anyway, Hago's taken it. A marvellous world championship winning performance from her. Simpson in second place. And 18:32. Her fastest ever performance from the world record holder. And it is British gold and silver. Overgaard gets the bronze. Rizom was 4th and Semedo 5th. So Kaylee Hago of Red Star AC in Glasgow, from Maybole. She's a swimming instructor and a world champion. 20-year-old coached by Ian Murphin.
Replay on the screen.
And away she went.
See Kaylee Hago kicking up the front wheel there with the speed of her start.
It was a very, very solid start. The best of the 5, and the rest were then really playing catch-up. Simpson on the chase afterwards, but wasn't able to get it. There was a coaching qualification from Sheffield Hallam University, and she's the 200 metres world record holder, by the way, Simpson. So the athletes who share the world records across the 4 shortest distances are the top 2 in this World Championship final. Overgaard got the bronze. And that's a nice victory. Rhea Lyle among her supporters, Scottish as well, obviously. So gold and silver to Great Britain. Kaylee Hago and Ellie Simpson the 1-2. Andrea Stockholm Overgaard the bronze for Denmark.
So back we go to the men's shot put, F46, and there's Andrea Skuha of Lithuania, 14:39 lifetime best. That's out there knocking around that mark. Greg Stewart of Canada is the current leader. He's on 15.13 metres.
We're halfway through round 1 of the F46 men's shot put.
For Stewart, that's pushing up towards his lifetime best of 15.82 set this year.
By 12 centimetres.
Prokhorov with a season best. The reigning championship record holder is in second place, and Andreas Skuha, well, he has moved up into the bronze medal position with a lifetime best 14.56. India's Moj Yassa.
يتصدر المجموعة الكندي غريغ ستيوارت 15 متر 13 يليه الروسي
14.40 his lifetime best. Can he break that? Not this time. You saw the 12-metre mark in the background. It's over 12 metres. So a season best from Prokhorov, up in second at 15.01. Skuha, a lifetime best in the bronze medal position. He's in fifth, 13.73 for Mojasa of India. Well, here is the reigning Paralympic and world champion, Wei Yanlong of China. 32 years of age. 15.80 is his lifetime best. And that's out there around the 14-metre mark. Still waiting for the world record holder to go from the United States. Set back to the Arab American Games in August. Joshua Sinemo is the man we're waiting for. Wei Yanlong, current world and Paralympic champion. What's he got? He's 14.97. He's just short of 15 metres. He's in the bronze medal position as we head back to the track. The men's 100 metres run race 3.
It's the men's final in the 100
And this
metres RR3.
In the men's 100 metres running race 3 has the man who has the world record, Gavin Drysdale, set in Manchester. Earlier this year. July, that record was set. There is the man from Scotland, Gavin Drysdale, who will go from lane 4. 2 Brits in this one. Rafi Suleiman as well in lane 6. Denmark, Norway and Brazil also are represented. Founded in 1991 in Denmark by the Paralympian Connie Hansen. And the present coordinator, Mansour Siddiqui. Lasse Kroemen goes from lane 3. He began race running in 2012. Took bronze in the European Championships last year. From here, the 18-year-old, who's coached by Ian Murphin, set a world record. He's the reigning European champion. From young to older, 55 years of age, a qualified physio and master's degree in public administration. First major championship for Odd Marcus Lutken. And 19-year-old who started modelling career 2 years ago. Silver at the European Championships last year. Perhaps Will Downing can get some tips on modelling from him. And Adriano Ferreira de Souza of Brazil. Lifetime best set this year. 39 years of age. He'll go from lane 7, his first major championships. So Kroemen will go from 3, Drysdale in 4, Lutken in 5, Suleiman in 6, and Ferreira de Souza from lane 7. Men's 100 metres race running 3, final, and they're away and getting away very quickly. On the outside there was Solomon, but also up there Gavin Drysdale, the world record holder. Drysdale's working hard towards the line. It's going to be a British 1-2. Drysdale is going across and take it. Solomon is going to go across in 3rd place. 19.89 seconds is the time for Gavin Drysdale, who picks up gold for Great Britain. Solomon makes it across in 2nd. In fact, he's broken his own lifetime best and unofficial world record.
So Gavin Drysdale is from the Red Star Club in Scotland.
16.72.
By Ian Murphy in the lane that much missed.
Suleiman has taken second place in 17:38. And Ferreira de Souza in 18:25, coming home in the bronze medal position. Well, in lane 6, it was Rafi Suleiman who got away quickest of all, but Gavin Drysdale, a year younger than his compatriot, just sped away in that middle section and hit the line absolutely flying for a British 1-2, and Brazil, who are again in the medals, picking up a bronze in this one.
And we've just had a world record from Joshua Sinamo while that race was in progress for the USA
so
to
Drysdale
lead the men's F46
picks up the gold.
shot put, 16 meters 80.
With a
huge put.
Wonderfully strong effort. 18 years of age from Ayr in Scotland. So the British flag, the Union Jack flying, lifetime best 16.72. Solomon with silver, and Ferreira de Souza picks up the bronze.
It's round 2 of that shot put competition. At the end of the 3rd round, the leading 8 only will go forward. And at the moment, 8th place is at 13 meters 71. You see the current standings on the scoreboard.
Thumbs up from Drysdale. Thumbs up from his support staff and supporters. He's picked up the gold medal.
Well, the field events continue here. The Danes have been out to watch a couple of medals coming for them in the race running, and there's a whole bank of Danes and British supporters behind us here. As you can see, they literally are behind us here. Men's shot put F46 coming up. Strong field, 15 in total, and this is the F46 world record holder Joshua Sinamo, who set that in claiming glory at the Pan Am Games in Lima in August. His world record, 16:49. Current leader, Greg Stewart of Canada, 15 meters 13. No throw in the towel in early on. That's a really strong throw by Sinamo.
Exceeds his own world record set in August this year.
Well, Josh Sinamo's really gone big early. 4th in the World Championship final in London 2 years ago. Born in San Diego.
Greg Stewart.
How good is he gone here, Sinamo? It's definitely beyond 15 meters. Probably beyond Stewart. He liked it immediately. And with very good reason. It's a world record straight away. 16 meters 80, he's in the gold medal spot. What a start for Sinamo. So, Greg Stewart goes down into 2nd position. 15 meters 13 in the opening round. Puts him into the silver medal slots. That's a serious throw. That might be around 16 meters as well. Now, he won silver in Lima behind Sinamo. His lifetime best is 15.82. What's he done here? Was heading out towards 16 meters. That incredible world record with the first throw by Sinamo, 16.80. And Stewart, 15.84. It's a new lifetime best in round 2. What a combination we're having straight away. For Cyprus, Evangelos Martis, 11.81 in the opening round.
Just 2 complete throws in the women's shot put F33 and the other end.
12.11 is lifetime best set this year.
It was a championship record for Svetlana Krivanov of Russia, 7 meters 19.
He needs, heading out towards 14 meters. in order to have a chance of having a throw in every round. That's knocked out towards 12 meters, 15 in this.
7 أمتار 19 وهو رقم جديد. وفي المركز الثاني اليونانية أنتي دياكو 4 أمتار 51 وتستعد اللاعبة القطرية سارة حمدي مسعود في المحاولة الأولى لها في هذا السباق.
Well, that's around the same range again, but considering where his lifetime best is, very difficult to see him continuing on in the throws of 11.81 and 11.54 marches to date. Matthias Schulze is next to go. For Germany, 13 meters 18 in the opening round. A lifetime best is around 15 meters, and from his point of view, that is a lot more like it. The reigning European champion and silver medalist in this in London.
That world record by Joshua Sinamo, I think is
6 times major championship medalist in Europe and 14.26. Moves him up into 6th, and that's what he wanted to do in the first round.
33 world records at London 2017.
Nikita Prokhorov, championship record holder when he won in Lyon in 2013.
يستعد المتسابق الروسي نيكيتا المحاولة الثانية في دفع الجلة F46.
15.01 in the opening round. That is season's best for the 2012 Paralympic champion, and the man who won gold in the shot and the discus in Lyon in 2013. That's a belter as well. That's heading out well beyond 14. 15 meters 01 in round 1. Short 15.84 has him in the silver medal position. Definitely looking like an improvement as it's heading out towards 16 meters. So Prokhorov sends that one out to 15.48. Another season's best. He remains in bronze.
One athlete over 16.
Yeah, you can go now.
Dmitry Ibragimov of Ukraine, 44 years of age. Fifth in this event. In 2017, he was the bronze medalist. 2 years before that, silver back in Lyon in 2013. Oh, that is a foul. And watch out, photographers. Luckily, they were watching. Dangerous job, this. Well, you can see it's a red flag there as he just falls out of the circle. That's 2 fouls for Ibragimov.
I remember something like that happened at the World Indoor Athletics, the IAAFs in Portland a few years ago. And actually hit a photographer in that.
Well, thankfully they were actually watching. That was the important thing.
Cohen Noemdo of South Africa, 13.17 in the opening round, and that looks around the same mark.
Kerwin Noemdo of South Africa is currently in 12th place, 13.17.
Well, that doesn't look like
8th place,
an improvement.
The cut will be made after the next round. Is currently at 13.77.
At 12.58, he stays in 12th.
يستعد المتسابق الليتواني أندرياس سكوجا للمحاولة الثانية في السباق دفع الجلة.
So the third track final of the night, it is the women's T37, women's 200 meters, coordination impairment. The second strongest division of athletes, if you like.
It's time for the
Second
women's
least
200
impaired, but
meters
still obviously
T37 final.
very much so on a global basis. We've already had gold in the long jump for Wen Xiaoyan of China this week. A couple of silvers for Jiang Fenfen, her teammate, who's the Asian Games champion in this. And the reigning world champion, Natalia Kobzar, as well.
Lanes 9 to 2 in action. Let's get ready to meet the competitors from the outside. In lane 9,
so we start off with the United States. In lane 9 from Spokane, Washington. Silver in the long jump at the last World Championships and gold here in the Universal Relay. Silver in the long jump for Jolene Roberts. In lane 8 for South Africa, bronze in the 400 meters here in her first major championship from the IS Ability Sports Club, Cheryl James. In lane 7 for Ukraine, the reigning 200 meters world champion and the new 400 meters world champion here, Natalia Kobzar. In lane 6 for China, the reigning Paralympic long jump champion. She's retained her world title in the long jump here with a world record, aiming for a third world title this week, Wen Xiaoyan. In lane 5 for France, the former Paralympic 100 meters champion, aiming for her first world title in this since Lyon 2013, the great Mandy Francoise Ali. In lane 4 for China, the reigning Asian Games champion in this over 200 and 400 meters and aiming for a third medal here after 2 silvers in Dubai, Jiang Fenfen. In lane 3 for Russia, finishing 4th in the 400 meters here in her first major championship, Elena Tretiakova. And in lane 2 for Uzbekistan, 4 medals in the Asian Games last year in Jakarta, Sabina Sukhanova.
Championship record holder is in lane 7. It's a loaded race. It's the women's
Natalia Kobzar of Ukraine holding the championship record. The world record held by Georgie Hermitage. Not here, but next year at the Paralympic Games. We look forward to seeing her in action again. Mandy Francoise Ali, such a big name in French sport, as was the case in London in 2012 when she took the 100 meters title, and then the World Championship double in Lyon back home in 2013. Sukhanova 2, Tretiakova 3, Zhang 4, Francoise Ali 5, Wen Kobzar, James Roberts. Underway in the women's 200 meters. T37 final, and an absolutely fine start by Kobzar in 70. Defending world champion going very well just on the outside. James 2 for South Africa. But it's Wen as they straighten up, fighting with Francoise Ali. Wen Xiaoyan, who's won the 100 in the long jump here, being pressed by Francoise Ali. Wen is hanging on. Francoise Ali in second place. And third goes to Jiang Fenfen. 27.12 is a new world record. Wen has done it again. Gold for the third time. It's a 4th medal here, having claimed silver in the Universal Relay. Francoise Ali pushed her all the way, and Jiang Fenfen gets her 3rd medal here in the week. Francoise Ali still going strong 7 years after that famous Paralympic gold in London. But Wen Xiaoyan has made herself one of the performers of the week. She with 4 golds in the T54. And Wen has picked up her 3rd gold here, and it would have been 4 had China not been picked in the Universal Relay. James going well, Kobzar going well, then Wen picking it up as they go into the closing straight. Francoise Ali pushing all the way, Jiang just behind in 3rd. Francoise Ali couldn't quite make it. It's a lifetime best for Francoise Ali by a good way. It's a new championship record also. Kobzar's lost that, having finished down the field in this, down in 4th spot. The top 3 with the fastest performances in their life. Georgie Hermitage's world record has gone, set in Grosseto 3 years ago. Wen, world champion for a 3rd time here. China with their 24th gold medal of the week.
Just one throw, and that was it to conclude round 2 in the shot put. Joshua Sinamo still leading from Grace.
When will we see her like again? World record, 25 meters 11. Wen Xiaoyan for China. Mandy Francois Ali, the silver for France. Zhang Fenfen, the bronze for China. Well, there you see the massed crowds here. It's been a good week. It's been a good week for China too.
Hao Jianbao in 10th position. Needs to get himself up, does the man who's won bronze at the 2016 Paris and also the last Worlds. He's got some work to do. Well, he's done some work, all right.
Who of China is in 10th place?
He's done plenty of work. His first was 13.71. He then threw a foul.
On 8th place, 13.77 is the distance he needs.
That one looks much better.
And he's got it, 14.44. He moves up.
14.44. He's up into the top 8. He's in 6th position.
Pavel Mansabayev is now the athlete in 9th place. Coming into the circle. Right now the cut will be made at 14.20.
Mansabayev is up next, of Kazakhstan. That is very good as well. That's pushing out towards 14 metres. 13.76 with his first, 13.77 with his second. He's in 9th position because of how Jianbao's last throw dropped him down a place. This is his last attempt to get up into the 8.
Mansabayev moves into the top 8 with 14.49, a season's best.
Asian Para Games, he's picked up silver. Has he done enough? Yes, he has. 14.49, a season best, lifts him back into the top 8. He's in 6th position currently.
On 8th place, currently ranked 9th and next in the circle.
Well, Ortega Abeo is up next in the shot put, but we have more action coming on the track. Men's 100 metres T35. The world and record championship holder goes in this one, Ihor Sviatov, who set that just yesterday. So Sviatov will go in lane 6, also going in this one, Dmitry Safronov, who picked up gold in 2013, 2015 in the 100 and 200. He's the European champion from 2014 in the 1 and 2. He also won gold in the European Championship in the 200 and silver in the 100 back in 2016, before Russia was suspended from international competition. Al Zaidi of Iraq, 19-year-old, his first major championships. He was disqualified already here in the 200 metres, so we'll be hoping for much better luck than the false start, which he managed in the 200. Hernan Barreto of Argentina, bronze back in 2016 in the 1 and the 2, silver in 2017 in the 2, and bronze in the 2 in 2012 as well. 100 not as suited to him as the 2. Jordan Howe, who took silver in this, just missing out on the gold 2 years ago in his home World Championships in London. Artem Kalashian, silver in both the 1 and the 2 in 2015. He won European Championship gold in 2016. And Ihor Sviatov, who set the world record winning gold in the 200 metres, he now has the world record in the 100 metres, setting that yesterday. 12.19 in his semi-final.
In lane
And Dmitry Safronov, former winner in 2013 and 2015, wasn't in London for 2017. Fabio Bourdignon, silver back in 2016, his home Paralympics in Rio, in both the 1 and the 2. And the United States, Marshall Zachary, who took up parasport at high school in 2008. A lifetime best set this year of 12.70 will go from lane 9. So Svirtov set a world record winning the gold here at these championships. He's already set the world record here in the 100 meters yesterday. Can he break that mark again? Or will it be Russia and Safronov next to him that perhaps pushes him into second place or even lower? So Kalashian will go from 5. The former European champion. Bourdignon will go from 8. It is a packed field. There is Safronov, the former world champion in 2013 and 15. Al-Zaidi from 2, Barreto from 3, Howe from 4, Kalashian in 5, Svirtov in 6, Safronov in 7, Bourdignon in 8, and Zachary goes from 9, and they get away quick, and it is Svirtov who gets away quickest of all. Safronov is trying to chase him on the outside, on the inside's Kalashian. Safronov, no, they get it, 11.79 is the time. Well, he's broken his own world record that he set just yesterday. He hasn't just broken it, he has absolutely smashed it. 11.77. He's gone under the 12-second mark. That is the first time in the T35 that the 12-second mark has been broken. 11.77, a world record. Kalashian picks up second place, 11.93. He came in inside the world record as well. And Safronov also came in inside the world record. Incredible running from the top 3. All 3 of them have come in inside Ihor Svirtov's record. World record he set just yesterday. Third place, 12.03. 0.16 of a second inside the mark that Svirtov set yesterday. Plus 0.4 is the wind speed. Perfectly legal, no problems whatsoever. And all 3 have absolutely smashed the mark set just 24 hours ago. Just look at that. Ihor Svirtov. Kalashian did his best to get towards him. Safronov then came home strong. On the outside, there was Svirtov of Ukraine in the middle of 2 Russians chasing him down. They couldn't catch him though. So Svirtov is now a world record in the 100 metres and the 200 metres with world championship goals to boot. 11.77, new lifetime best for Kalashian, who picks up a silver, and a season best for Safronov, who comes in 12.03. All 3 inside the world record set just yesterday by the man who took gold, Ihor Svirtov.
So the clock is ticking. Kerwin November of South Africa, who's in 12th place. Third round for him in the men's shot.
Well, there's no doubt the competition is going out with an absolute bang. What a scintillating start, and it's going to go on. Noemdo of South Africa. Well, he's currently lying in 12th place, 13.17 is best. He gets a red flag, so he's out now. Will not be in a position to continue. And that's the end of his championship.
Andrius Skuja of Lithuania is in 6th place. He's thrown a personal best of 14.56.
Had the opportunity to progress, but he needed to add a further meter plus to what he's already produced in this. Lithuania, Andrius Skuja. Twice European champion, shot put 2016, javelin 2018. And he won't be given that.
Doing 10-pin bowling, that would be a spare.
And the man from Lithuania. Bang on the 14 meters too. It wouldn't have been an improvement. Lifetime best 14.56 in round 6. Next to go for India, Mode Yasser, not hanging around, getting that out towards 14 meters.
Well, he threw 14.22 last year when he took up bronze in the Asian Para Games, so capable of longer. Here's the man from India. 14.40, his lifetime best. But this may not be enough. 14.04, his intent, so he misses out on moving through.
The major finals continue. And we go now to the T38 men's long jump. 9 going in this final. So starting off then with Tunisia's Mohamed Chida, the 4 times Paralympic champion and world champion over 400 meters in 2011. Next up for Australia, Ari Gassini, who's gone out to 5.89 this season. Alongside him for Spain, regular medalist Lorenza Albaladeco Martinez. Next up for China, Zhu Dening, 7.03 has gone out to this year. He's the man really that they all have to beat, Zhu Dening. Asian champion on the triple last year. Alongside him, Kulakorn Butaji of Thailand. Alongside him for Georgia, David Kaptaradze. Next up for Ukraine. Man again expected to be right at the fore of this, Mikita Senik, the reigning European champion. And alongside him is Ketag Kimchagov. So Zhong Huanghao does not appear to start. And he has already withdrawn from the competition. So we have 8 in this, and they will therefore have 6 jumps each. Hu Jianwen with the world and championship record when he won in Doha 4 years ago, but he is not here today. So Chida then, the first to go. So Chida get the competition going, and he's gone out beyond 6 meters, and that will be a fair jump. He'll get the white flag. Chida going out to 6.01 this season. He's a 6.50 man in his career with those 4 Paralympic golds. Paralympic long jump champion in 08, and the rest have come in the sprints. He's just gone beyond 6 meters this season with that 6:01. And there's 6:03 to take the lead.
Well, next up, the man who's put his final year school exams on hold until next year to compete in this, Ari Gassini of Australia, with his first attempt. It's out around the 6 meter mark. Took up athletics at the age of 6. .589 is lifetime best that is set this year. This looks pretty much close to it. It was up around the 6 meter mark with his very first attempt. Well, he likes it. That's because it's a new lifetime best. He may be happy he's put those exams on hold till next year.
It's the men's 100 meters T63 final.
The showpieces continue. And another of the new categories making their World Championship debut, having been introduced for last year's Europeans. It's the T63 100 meters final, the single above knee amputee category. There's been a redraw for this. Desmond Jackson had been disqualified but still ran under protest in the semi-finals, and at the 11th hour has been reintroduced into this. The reigning European champion is Daniel Wagner. We've got the world champion in this week's long jump here also. A couple of former European champions, plus a young man who's becoming very familiar to everybody this week. Starting off with the United States, the 14-year-old who finished 7th in the high jump, 8th in the long jump, Ezra Fresh. In lane 3 for Thailand, 4th in the 100 and the 200 in last year's Asian Games in Jakarta. For Thailand, Kantanen Kumpong. In lane 4 for Germany, gold in this year's World Championships, Leon Schaefer. He's made it here after an appeal for the United States in lane 5, 5th in the 100 meters in the last World Championships in London. From Durham, North Carolina, the Pan Am bronze medalist, Desmond Jackson. In lane 6 for Brazil, first major championship for the man from Sao Paulo, Vinicius Gonçalves. In lane 7 for Russia, the 2014 European 200 meters champion and silver in the 100 and 200. In the 2015 World Championships in Doha, Anton Prokhorov. In lane 8 for Denmark, the former world long jump champion, silver here this week, the European 100 meters champion, Daniel Wagner. And in lane 9 for France, the 4 times World Championship silver medalist and the 2014 European 100 meters champion, Clavel Kayatare for France. So Fresh in 2, Kumpong in 3, Schaefer in 4, Jackson 5, Gonçalves 6, Prokhorov 7, Wagner 8, Kayatare in lane 9. The final of the men's 100 meters. T63. 14 years old, and he's made it into 3 finals. And Calver's so close to the 2016 Paralympic Games. just missed out on being chosen. Fresh, Kumfong, Schaefer, Jackson, Calvers, Prokhorov, Wagner, Kaitare. Away the first time of basking. It's a very solid start by Schaefer for Germany. In 4, Wagner in 8, Prokhorov in 7. Schaefer's moving up for Germany here. Wagner's pushing for it. Wagner just on the line with Schaefer. It's a definite photo finish between those two. 12:34, it was immensely close. So who's got this one? With the naked eye, it's so hard to tell. Wagner, the world champion. 12.32, takes it by 200ths of a second past Schaefer. Delight for the Danes here. They've got the win. And Daniel Wagner, for the first time, is a sprint world champion, having taken the gold in the long jump 2 years ago in London. Schaefer gets the silver, Calvez gets the bronze, and a world record for Prokhorov in 4th in the T42. That was immensely close. Jackson was 5th in the end, and there was only 1100ths of a second between the top 5. A blistering start for Schaefer. He got away brilliantly. Jackson dawdling a little bit alongside him and played catch-up all the way up. Wagner going brilliantly, was up with Schaefer at that point. And so tight between the two, but Wagner dipped at the right time. 1100ths between the top 5 and 600ths between gold, silver and bronze. Prokhorov missed out by 0.04. I'm not sure we'll see a final like that again. Schaefer pushing up all the time. Surely would have seen out of the periphery on the right how tight it was between him. Goncalves up in 3rd, but Wagner it was who got the win. Utter delight for him and his supporters. And Denmark get their first gold of the week.
This is for the cameras.
Here we go. How about that for a celebration? Well, he gave Denmark a silver, and now they've got a gold through him. It's his 2nd World Championship title. Give him a medal for that as well. The time's absolutely startling. Look at the margins. Wagner gold for Denmark, Schaefer the silver for Germany, Goncalves the bronze for Brazil, Prokhorov in a different category gets 4th and a new world record.
Back to the men's long jump T38. Cheetah is up next. That's out there over the 550 mark. 650, his lifetime best. This is his 2nd jump. He set a season best with his opener of 6:03 in 4th position.
وتستعد الكولومبية لمحاولتها الأولى في هذا السباق.
So Cheetah doesn't improve, he remains in 4th position. The news though, Zhong Huanwao of China, who was silver medalist in Rio in 2016 and last World Championships in London, has withdrawn from the competition. So he is out. Ari Gassini, lifetime best with his opener. Currently in 5th position. Off he goes. Well, that one, if he gets the white flag, has gone even further. Surely. Never jumped over 6 metres. 17 years of age. His aim is to win a gold medal. That is a brilliant jump. His aim is to win a gold medal in 2024 in Paris. He keeps on going this way. He might have won beforehand. He's due to sit his exams next year. He may have to put them back again. 6:03. He moves in the 4th position, the first time he has ever jumped over 6 metres. So Senik leads 6:34. Zhu with the Chinese with second place at the moment, and Kinchigov ahead of Ghassini in the 3rd position. Men's 400 metres T62 final.
On the track is the final of the men's T62 400
This
metres.
will be quick. Johannes Floors, who's already won the 100 metres here, setting a world record in the heat as he did it. He'll go from lane 6.
Lane 9 representing Greece.
Malakopoulos of Greece, bronze at the European Championships last year. 6th in the long jump competition already here. Campiotto of Italy, senior debut, came at the 2016 European Championships, his home championships in Grosseto in Italy. Nick Rogers of the USA will go from lane 7. It was 4th in this in 2017. Now he wants to work in physical therapy to help veterans who've lost limbs later in his career. There is Johannes Floors, the man who's already won 100 metres gold here in a world record time. He's also the reigning champion in this 400 metre event. Daniel du Plessis, 26 years of age from South Africa, his first major championship. And inside him from the Netherlands, Olivier Hendricks, the flag bearer at the opening ceremony of the 2018 European Championships in Berlin, where he picked up silver. Giannis Sevdikalis of Greece. Second Greek going in this, first time in the 400 metres at a major championships for him. And David Delespessa of Belgium, 43 years of age. Last year in Europe, in the Berlin, the European Championships, he was 6th. Lost both his feet in a train accident back in 2001. So Delespessa will go in lane 2. Sevdikalis in 3, Hendricks in 4, du Plessis in 5, Floors in 6, Rogers of the USA in 7, Campiotto of Italy in 8, and Malakopoulos of Greece will go from out in lane 9. Hendricks, just 16 years of age. And away they get, no issues whatsoever, and already coming up well on the inside in first place is Johannes Floors. He is streaking down that back straight in this T62 category. Hendricks, the 16-year-old of Netherlands, is in 3rd position. It is the USA with Nick Rogers, who's currently up there as well. But it is Johannes Floors. He is way, way out in front. Johannes Floors, he is actually throwing it as he comes down into the last 100 metres. Here's a good 30 metres out in front. Hendricks in 2nd position, Nick Rogers in 3rd. Johannes Floors is going to go across the line and see what the time is. This is very, very quick indeed. Johannes Floors, 45.78. A world record, and it is space in 2nd before Hendricks is 16 years of age. He's picked up a silver medal in the World Championships, and the USA through Nick Rogers in 3rd, 45.78. Johannes Floors has absolutely flown around that 400-metre track. There was daylight in 2nd place before Hendricks came across. Lifetime best 50.79 for Hendricks at 16 years of age. And the United States pick up a bronze medal. Nick Rogers, 52.13, but that man there, Johannes Floors, he's made a double in the 1 and the 4. He absolutely flew out of the blocks. Well, he'd be the national champion in around 60 countries in IAAF competition. T62 athletes with double below the knee amputations. And in the 400 metres of that category, Johannes Floors is a world record holder and a world champion. 45.78. Strength, power, and a gold medal to go with it. A second of these championships, and the German supporters in the crowd, what a sight to behold for them. So Johannes Floors getting himself ready to do the post-event interviews. Won't they be fun? Leon Schaefer, who picked up a silver medal just a few moments ago, Schaefer in the T63 100, but in the T62 400, Johannes Floors, world record 45.78. Olivia Hendricks at just 16 years of age has picked up a lifetime best and a silver, and Nick Rogers of the United States of America, who was 4th 2 years ago, has gone one better this time and taken a bronze medal home.
And he will be followed into the circle by the final.
It's just bewildering. It's almost as if every final is giving us a world record. A lot then for this women's 400 metres T20 final to live up to. We have some stars of the classification here. Aimi Toyama, silver medalist in last year's Asian Para Games in Jakarta, is one of the 8 going to the line for this. Brianna Clark, the reigning world and Paralympic champion, the world and championship record holder. 7 of the 8 in this final are only competing in the 400 metres. Orowan Kaising just edged out of the medals in the Asian Games last year, and she's 17 years old. There's the European champion, Karina Paim for Portugal. So many achievers in the field of 8 for this final, particularly the name right at the bottom. And there she is in lane 9 for Poland, the 6-time world champion, the 2-time Paralympic champion and the 1500 meters champion here, Barbara Bieganowska. In lane 8, also for Poland, first major championship. She's gone through a lot to be here on the start line, Justyna Franiczak. In lane 7 for Ukraine, silver in the 400 meters in last year's European Championships, it's Yulia Shulia. In lane 6 for the United States, the reigning world and Paralympic champion. She holds all the records as well for the United States, Brianna Clark.
In lane 5 with a
In lane 5 for Portugal, the reigning European champion of Sporting Club de Portugal, Karina Paim. In lane 4 for Thailand, 4th in the 400 metres, 5th in the 1500 metres in last year's Asian Para Games, Arawan Kaising. In lane 3 for Japan, silver in the 400 metres at those Asian Para Games, Aimi Toyama. And in lane 2 for Poland, silver in the 400 metres at the 2016 Europeans in Grosseto and 4th in Berlin at last year's Europeans, Sabina Stanska-Szymanska of the Start Szczecin club. So 3 for Poland, 1 each for Japan, Thailand, Portugal, Ukraine, and the United States. Stanska-Szymanska in 2, Toyama 3, Kaising 4, Paim in 5, Clark in 6, the world record holder, Julia 7, Franiczek in 8, Barbara Bieganowska of Poland in lane 9. The intellectual category T20, the final of the women's 400 metres. They're away. Clark going off really well in lane 6. Really the woman they all have to beat. Bieganowska so dominant over 800, 1500 metres on the outside, but look at Clark go. She's passed everybody already with only about 150 metres gone. And Clark's still going and still going. 55.99, a world record set 18 months ago in the United States in Tempe. Julia's moving up really well for Ukraine, and the European champion Karina Paim as well. And there's a huge gap between those three and the rest. The Poles, Franiczek and Bieganowska in 8 and 9 are immediately behind them. But it's Brianna Clark leading for the United States, and she is well clear in this T20 final. The European champion Karina Paim moving up, fighting with Julia, but it's all about Brianna Clark. It's going to be very fast, 56.36, just outside her championship record. Julia in second, Paim in third, but Brianna Clark absolutely dominating that. 56.35, and she successfully defended her title. It's party time, and Clark's done it again. Julia in second place, and Paim moved up for third. Won by 1.7 seconds in the end, and the rest. Even Julia in the silver medal position had difficulties in keeping up. Paim with the bronze medal, and that is her first global podium spot. Likewise for Julia in her first global event. But Brianna Clark remains the hottest property in this 400 meters T20 going into Tokyo. What a start, and the rest wasn't bad either. For Clark, Paim on her inside had to view her back all the way through, and by that stage, that was barely 150 meters into it, and she was beyond everybody. She'd taken up the stagger straight away, and it was her against the clock. She got the gold. Kaising very close to fourth, by the way. Lifetime best for Julia in second place, season's best for Clark. 56.33, her championship record from London when she first took this title, and she was 200ths off that tonight.
In the women's shot put F33 final, alongside the 100-meter start.
Great victory for Clark.
Of Poland has just moved up into second place.
And what a winning margin. We've seen bigger winning margins tonight over this distance, but equally dominant was she. Brianna Clark takes the gold for the United States, silver for Ukraine, Julia Shula, and bronze for Karina Paim for Portugal.
استعداد اللعبة البولندية لوسينا للمحاولة الثانية في.
As we head back to the men's long jump T38, is Kapduratsi in sixth position. Well, 5.98 was the season best with his second jump. The Georgian. Not bad off the board. Probably lost about 10 centimetres. Man from Tbilisi. Second at the European Championships last year. Doesn't improve, he's in 6th position still. Next up, the Ukrainian. Nikita Senik in 1st position. .638 his best so far. Probably not going to be beating his mark he's got at the moment. He's got time though. He's only 1 centimetre off his lifetime best with his second jump, which was 6.38. 5th back in Rio in 2016. Took the bronze medal 2 years ago in London. But he is the European champion, looking to become the world champion. 6.09, no improvement, but he does stay in 1st position with that second jump of 6.38. So Senik leads from Kinchigov and Zhu in 3rd position. Gassini, the 17-year-old Australian, is currently in 4th, 13 centimetres off 3rd place. As we head back to the track, men's 800 metres, T34. This promises to be something special. The world record holder goes up against the championship record holder, Mohammed Al-Hamadi, against Walid Katila. 2 laps of the track, 2 laps to pick up gold and glory. Lane 5, and inside him, lane 4, the ones to watch out for. Two go from Great Britain in this. The first of them, Isaac Towers from lane 9. Already 7th here over 400 metres. He began wheelchair racing aged 11. Wang Yang, China, having a great games. This man here picked up bronze in the 400. Just 16 years of age at his first major championship. He's already got a bronze medal to his name. Can he improve it in this? Ben Rawlings, who was 8th in the 400. European Championship silver last year in Berlin, the 23-year-old from Shrewsbury. Canada, represented by Austin Smeek, who was 5th in the 400. He was 8th in this event in 2016 in Rio and 2017 in London. And Walid Katila, he's won the 1, the 2, the 4 and the 800 at the last 3 World Championships, the great Tunisian, who is the championship record holder. And the world record holder goes inside him, Mohammed Al-Hamadi. 800 gold in Rio. Silver in this though, in 13, 15 and 17 in the Worlds. Behind Katili and Bojan Midic of Switzerland has gone here in the 100 already. He's best in the 800 metres, the European Championship bronze last year. Reid McCracken of Australia will go from lane 2. Silver in the 100 metres already at these championships. The 22-year-old from Bundaberg in Queensland, now living a couple of hours north of Sydney in Newcastle. So McCracken, Mitic, Al-Hamadi, Katila, Smeek, Rawlings, Wang and Towers. Away they jump. And as expected already, there's Katila and Al-Hamadi who are getting out in front of the field. McCracken's done well there to really make up some ground on the inside, and he'll lead as they move around. Towers on the outside for Great Britain doing his best. They will come across in a moment or two's time towards the middle and take the shortest route possible in just a second or two's time. As they move over now, it is Austin Smeek who just whipped out in front there, but the 16-year-old at his first major championship, Wang Yang, who's already run bronze in the 400 metres, he leads at the moment with Smeek in second place. McCracken in there currently occupying that third position on the inside, but also being challenged by Great Britain's Ben Rowlings. So Wang leads as they come down to take the bell. It's Smeek in second, it is Rowlings third, and McCracken in fourth. And at the very, very back of the field, it is Wale Katila, who's trying to get himself out on the outside. The man who's won 100, 200, 400 and 800 gold at the last three championships and is the championship record holder. Mohammed Al Hamadi is the world record holder. At the moment though, those two are struggling out wide. Out in front, it is Wang of China who's leading, but here they come, the two big guns around the outside. It is Al Hamadi followed by Katila in second place. They come around into first and second. Wang drops back into third. The race now is on. Al Hamadi is out in front. The man who's the current world record holder looking to improve on silver. Wale Katila is going to be beaten into the silver medal position. It is 144.36. It's a new championship record as well. Mohammed Al Hamadi, 144.36. Beats home Wale Katila in second. So a championship record, he's beaten Wale Katila's championship record, the man you just saw. 144.36. UAE first, Tunisia second. Wonderful, wonderful wheelchair racing, and Wang, at 16 years of age, has picked up his second bronze medal of these championships. Austin Smeek of Canada just missing out in fourth place, followed by Reed McCracken. But that man there, Mohammed Al Hamadi, picks up a championship record, winning the men's 800 metres T34. Well, Reed McCracken led as they went round the first 200 metres. And then all of a sudden, in the last 200 metres, Al Hamadi went out, Katila followed him. They had a plan, they tracked each other throughout, but Al Hamadi had too much speed in the arms. And when he got out to the front, he wasn't going to be headed. Katila in second. Yet another championship record here in Dubai. They are falling by the bucket load.
And the final throw will go to the new world champion.
Well, if you want excitement on the last night, you have got it in spades this evening. In 2013, 2015 and 2017, that man there, he picked up silver. In 2019 in Dubai, at his home World Championships, he's broken the championship record to add to his world record, and he's got a gold medal in the 800 metres T34. Wale Katila with a silver, and Wang Yang of China picks up his second bronze to add to his 400 metres medal. Well, smiles all round from Al Hamadi, who adds the championship record to his world record. He has them both. He looks relaxed, and why wouldn't he? Out comes the flag. The celebrations are set to begin.
Well, this competition really is hotting up in this men's shot put F46. Greg Stewart lying in second position, that lifetime best of 15 meters 87, having thrown 15.82 in his career. And he's got a great distance with that. Now, Sinamo leads with that world record 16.80, but Stewart, the Pan Am silver medalist behind the American, has come up with something probably better than he's ever produced in his life. From Kamloops in British Columbia, coached by Dylan Armstrong, two-time bronze medalist at the Parapan Games, and that silver also. It's a World Championship silver for Greg Stewart, 16 meters 30. And Joshua Sinemo is the world champion. The Pan Am gold medalist with a world record
Women's discus,
of 16.80.
in the circle in the throwing cage is Guerrero Cazares of Mexico,
superb throw.
who's elevated herself to
Earlier on,
place.
that one not so much,
The
but
last
it
throw,
really
22.08.
doesn't
She's
matter.
got 3 more to come.
Sinemo,
The lead is still with Castano
who finished
Salazar.
4th in his first
You can see
World
the full
Championships in
standings
London
on the
2 years
scoreboard.
ago, is the
طبعاً على
world
الشاشة
champion now.
نتائج الأولية لقف القرص سيدات فئة F55 استعداد المكسيكية روزا للمحاولة
He's
الرابعة
done it.
في هذا السباق.
He did it in round 1. A throw that decimated the field. Joshua Sinema is the world champion for the United States. Way finished in 4th place, and congratulations from him
And you
to
can see on the
Stewart. Way
scorecard
missed out
that
by 11
F33
centimetres in
women's
the
shot
end.
put final at the start
Greg
of the home
Stewart
straight.
for Canada with
A
that
world
silver
record
medal.
is leading. We've had an
After
African
all
record,
those
an Asian
Pan Am
record, and now we've got an
medals,
Oceania
bronze
record
in
from Maria
Toronto.
Strong with her first throw.
4 years ago, silver in Lima. He comes up with a world
love you guys.
championship silver himself in cinema. Well, everybody loves you.
الأولية للدفع الجلة سيدات فئة F33 المركز الأول حاليا هولندا والثاني روسيا والثالث المغرب. استعداد الأسترالية ماريا
A brilliant champion.
في هذا السباق.
A new world record for Joshua Sinemo of the United States, breaking the mark he set in the Pan Ams back in August. 16 meters 80, gold for the United States. Stewart the silver for Canada, Prokhorov the bronze for Russia.
It's time for the men's 1500 meters T38 final.
والآن
Next
مع نهائي
final on the
1500
track,
متر
the
رجال
men's
فئة
1500 meters
T38.
T38.
Men
All
in
of the
this lineup, a huge
T37s and
lineup.
38s are being combined here, so
Let's
it's
make
a
the ball.
large field of 16 for this. And they've all achieved something. Dion Kenty, world champion in T38. Nate Reich, the Pan Am champion. Enuni Bazuni and Michael McKillop, the 9 times world champion for Ireland. Keegan Pitcher, world championship bronze medalist. Felix Kruseman for Germany, European bronze. Abbas Saidi, the reigning Paralympic champion for Tunisia in T38. McKillop is the T37 Paralympic champion. It's really congested across the track here. So on the outside,
Drawn at 16,
first major
representing
championship,
Namibia.
the man from Windhoek for Namibia, Petrus Karuli.
Petrus Karuli.
Inside him for Tunisia, the 2015 world champion, the reigning Paralympic champion in T38, Abbas Saidi.
عباس سعيدي.
Alongside him for Ireland, 7th in the European Championship final last year and a quarter-finalist in the Paralympic football in Rio, David Levy of Belfast.
Drawn at 13.
Inside him for Algeria, bronze in the Paralympic Games in Rio and bronze in the last 2 World Championships, Majid Jemai. Inside him for Spain, 5th in the 800 meters final in the Europeans in Grosseto in 2016, Mohamed Reis. Inside him, bronze in the 1500 meters in last year's European Championships in Berlin, Felix Kreuzemann. Inside him, for Algeria, fourth in the 1500 meters, fifth in the 8th in the last World Championships in London, Abdelkrim Krai.
Drawn 9 for New Zealand.
Inside him for New Zealand, based in Auckland, bronze in the 400 and the 800 in the last World Championships in London, Keegan Pitcher.
Drawn 8 for Belgium.
Inside him for Belgium in his 4th World Championship, 4th in the 800 and the 1500 in the Europeans in Swansea in 2014, Basile Meunier. Inside him for France, the 800, 1500 meters European champion in 2016, Louis Radius. Inside him for Denmark, 6th in the 1500 meters in last year's European Championships in Berlin, Anders Lagergren. Inside him, the 4 times Paralympic, 9 times World Champion for Ireland, Michael McKillop. Inside him for France, the European 1500 meters champion in Berlin last year, from Amiens, Redouane Anouni Bouzidi. Inside him for Canada, the new Pan Am champion, Nate Reich, for Canada. Inside him for Australia, the T38 defending world champion, Dion Kenzie. And on the inside, silver in the last World Championships in London, silver in the Paralympic Games in Rio, Liam Stanley. Stanley was called into the para-athletics team when the para-football team did not qualify for Rio. Massive field, they've combined the categories. 16 in it, the men's 1500 meters. T38 final. What an amount of jostling we're going to see. And look at the Dane go. Lagergren has shot way out in front. And he's not the only one. This is Petrus Karoli of Namibia, who's moved up into 2nd place in his major championship debut. They are so spread out. Tucked right in the middle, Dion Kenzie for Australia in 5th spot alongside Felix Kreuzemann for Germany. He's really gone for this straight away, has Lagergren. So many champions in this, so many green singlets in this as well for Algeria and Ireland. Lagergren has gone out for this really early. T38, T37's coordination impairment, the 2 strongest categories of this. And Karoli right behind him. Have they gone too early? We'll have to wait and see. The peloton being led by the Canadian Nate Wright.
Well, Lagergren and Karoli are just gradually slowing the pace down now, so you would expect with Liam Stanley in 3rd position, Dion Kenzie in there as well, you would expect them to come through. Michael McKillop, always a very good finisher in these type of events, but they packed out, and the peloton, as you quite rightly mentioned, are chasing them down, but still out in front. It is Anders Lagergren and Petrus Karoli of Denmark and Namibia who are there at the moment, but the pack are now catching up to them and they are really winding them in. I think Lagergren has gone out way too quick in this coordination impairment category. He's dropped back. Karoli's taking the lead. And also coming around the outside, it's the load and load of runners all by themselves there, stretching around. It's Krai of Algeria. Riach almost falls over in Canada there. He's been knocked by the Algerian as they come around with 2 laps remaining, but the leaders have been pushed right back at the moment. There's a lot of jostling going on in the pack as the 2 who are out in front, Lagergren and Karoli, have dropped back in the field and almost knocked a few of the runners as they've really tightened up and gone back in this coordination impairment category. So we've split. We've got around 700 metres remaining in this race. Who is going to take the gold medal come the end of it? It's tight, it's tough, and the speed is now starting to pick up.
There's a large amount of Danish fans around us who are really enjoying Anders Lagergren's time at the front, but up front now for Canada. Moving up is Reich, the Pan Am champion. Fastest in the world this year, 3:57 dead, and it's really stretching out. Algeria trying to make a little bit of move up as well through Krai, and on the outside for Australia, is Dion Kenzie. They've combined the categories here. Michael McKillop is in 5th place at the moment for Ireland. Stanley is outside the World and Paralympic silver medalist. Canada with 2 of the top 4 right now. Here comes the bell, and it's Wright who leads the way for Canada. Immediately behind him at the bell for Algeria's Cry. Kenzie is up there also. Stanley in 4th place and McKillop in 5th for Ireland, who's had so many great years down through the years, but look at that gap, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Nate Reich out in front from Victoria in British Columbia. What a sporting heritage he's had as well. Cry in 2nd place, Kenzie in 3rd. That is a massive gap. That's something like 40 metres. That is Michael McKillop territory, and he's back down in 5th at the moment. Cry in 2nd spot for Algeria. A big fight for the silver, but surely the gold medal is already decided. So many greats in the family. His father, Todd, threw javelin for the United States in the Paralympic Games. Mother, Arden, a pole vaulter. Granddad, Jim Harrison, played for the Maple Leafs. It's gold for Canada. Nate Reich, 4:02.05. 2nd place for Algeria's Cry. Kenzie is 4th. 3rd for Australia, and 4th for Ireland is the multi-global champion 13 times over, Michael McKillop. 4:02, an impressive time, a championship record for Nate Wright. And the world record holder, 3:57 dead, set in Burnaby back in June, is the world champion for the first time. A massive field in this, and Nate Wright takes his first world title in his first global championship. A massive amount. Cry with a new African record in 2nd, and Kenzie 3rd for Australia, and McKillop in his own T37 has set a new championship record in 4th. Stanley in 5th with a new America's record in T37. Well, if they split them up, it would have been McKillop and Stanley 1st and 2nd in the 37, so Jemai in 3rd, but they were all together. Wright, Cry and Kenzie in the 1, 2, 3.
Well, Kenzie's championship record that he set 2 years ago in London is gone in a big way. Wright with a brilliant finish. He stretched out after the early leaders of Lagergren and Karuli had fallen back in the field. They almost tripped Wright as he went through. He held his feet, he held his discipline, and he held the win as he went out by a long distance with a tongue out as he goes across the line. He knows he's done it. He knows he's picked up a championship record, and he's done it in a quite brilliant fashion indeed. 16 runners in the field, 2 went out early, but after that, they got pulled back.
And there is the passing of the baton from McKillop to Reich. Reich takes the world title, but they are separate. McKillop and Reich with championship records. Reich the gold for Canada, Cry the silver for Algeria, Kenzie the bronze for Australia. David Levy 9th for Ireland, lifetime best man for Lagergren in 11th, who went out early, and picture for New Zealand, and even in 16th, Basil Mounier for Belgium with a season's best. And that result has now been made official. Everybody's all right.
Back to the men's long jump. T38 category. And the man who is in first position is ready to go with his 5th jump competition. 6:38, his 2nd. Well, Kinchigod, who we're waiting for, who's just jumped. Lifetime best with his 2nd of 6:33. There's been a few times this week in the long jump in different categories where we've been held up because of the measuring. And you can see again, there's an issue with the technology. Years and years ago, before any of this, it was a tape measure. No longer a tape measure, it's now done electronically. Senik is next to go. He'll be the last of the jumpers in the 5th round, currently in the gold medal position.
But then it was T37s in the T38 final, and T37s a more impaired category.
Right here, right now.
Well, as we wait for Kinch to go, we wait for Senate to jump. We've got more to look forward to on the track. The women's 1500 metres, T11. 6 going in this one, all with guides, complete visual impairment. Guides are compulsory.
Drawn at 6, representing
Nyirogate
المتسابقة
from Kenya will go from lane 6, the 35-year-old.
and Njoroge.
She failed to start in the 2017 World Championship 1500
Drawn at
metres
5,
after
ranked
being
number
named
6
in the
world,
startup.
from Spain.
Rodriguez Gasio, she finished 5th in Rio in the P25 para-triathlon category.
Rodriguez Garcia.
She's a world champion in that as well. And Rodriguez
Drawn at
Saavedra
4, ranked number 2
of
in the
Mexico.
world, representing Mexico.
Won bronze way back in the 2011 Pan Am Games. Inside her, 20-year-old making a senior international debut, Hei Shan
Drawn 3, ranked 3
of
in the
China.
world for China.
Luzanne Kurtzi, who was disqualified after the heat in 2016
Drawn 2,
for a guide
world ranked
indiscretion,
number 1 for South Africa.
is the second last of the athletes to be named. She was 4th in 2017 in London.
Luzanne Kurtzi.
And then
And drawn
coach
1,
of Kenya,
representing
2016 she won the silver. She withdrew in 2017 prior to the race. She's coached by Beatrice Legat. Now I wonder whether she's a relation to Bernard Legat, the second fastest 1500 metre runner of all time. Kenyan born, but now represents the United States of America. So Zheng Jin of China holds that world and championship record, both set at different intervals, and it is a Chinese athlete who gets out very quick indeed. 20 years of age. Hei Shan, but in second place and really moving up as well. It's Rodriguez Garcia, who won 2018 para-triathlon gold in Australia. That was the triathlon grand final of the World Series. This promises to be a quite wide open race, and picking a winner is anyone's guess, and sometimes they are the best racers of all. It is Hei Shan who leads from Rodriguez Garcia of Spain. Now, a couple wide there, and there's almost a bit of a fall, and someone who's gone way wide there on the track. It is Nyirogate. So she goes across. Shan is leading. It is Spain who are in second place with Rodriguez Garcia.
Yeah, it's very well congested there. T11, the guides are all mandatory. Nancy Koech, along with Jeffrey Rotich, the Kenyan team, very happy to take a little role in the outside, and behind her, the Kenyan team of Mary Waitera, Njoroge and Joseph Ratina. Trying to keep things safe at the moment. Luzanne Kurtze just on the inside, but Hei Shan and Wang Ziqin leading the way out for China, who picked up more golds than anybody else this week and looking to round off the championship in this penultimate track final. There are no relays tonight. There's just one relay now, the universal relay, which we had last night. And China picked up the silver medal in that behind the United States. Hei Shan still happy to bide her time, but you can see there's a little bit of a gap that somebody could nip in, if possible. Koech just behind in second spot for Kenya, but they're all happy to take it easy at the moment. Little bit, slight movement up by Njoroge of Kenya on the outside, but boxed in a little bit by Kurtze right now. And the Mexican pair of Rodriguez and Aguilar, they've seen the gap on the inside and have shuffled up to fourth, and shortly, maybe even third. 4:55 they've gone this year, but as we always say about the major championships, it's not about the times or the records, though they're nice. It's all about who comes out with gold at the moment. co-ed in second spot. Hei Shan taking it up at the front. Still for China with 700 to go.
And it is here Hei Shan who's been leading the whole way. Courtesy of South Africa, disqualified in Rio 3 years ago after that guide indiscretion. So she learnt so much from that. She said afterwards about how to run in the race, about making sure the guide is working in tandem with you. And at the moment, she's up in second place. It's Rodriguez Garcia who's dropped off the back somewhat after being up in second for most of those first 2 laps. You can see it on the right of the screen there, really dropping back, and the Mexican Rodriguez Salazar as well is coming through quite nicely into second position. But it is China who lead with Hei Shan, 20 years of age, senior international debut. This has been quite some championships for China so far, and also young, new athletes making a mark on the world stage and coming through. Kurti, who was in third place, is struggling at the moment in fourth, and coming around the outside it is Kosh of Kenya, who's gone 2-3 wide with her guy Jeffrey Kiplagat Rotich. You don't want to go too wide for too long because you're running in such an extra amount of meters and you don't want to be in that position. Hei Shan still in first place, but has she got out too much in those opening 3 or so laps, because it is Rodriguez Salazar of Mexico who's gone through the outside and going around. But it is at the moment currently in first position. It is Mexico who lead, with Rodriguez Saavedra way out in front now, pushing along. She's 5-6 meters out. Hei Shan back in the silver medal position, seems to have really dropped off, and there's almost a fall slightly behind them through Kosh. But it is Mexico who are heading down towards the line. Monica Olivia Rodriguez Saavedra of Mexico. It is China in second position with Hei Shan, but it is going to be Mexico who take it. 4:52.36 is the unofficial time. Shan picks up second, and coming across, it's Kenya's Nancy Chelangat Kirsch. Lifetime best, 4:52.36 for Rodriguez Saavedra. Shea, 4:54. And in third place it is Kenya who take home a bronze medal.
Long jump. This is the winner.
Well, China's Hei Shan led for such a period of time.
The world champion.
She couldn't keep up that pace. And in the end, Rodriguez Saavedra, a new lifetime best for her, takes the gold medal. Nancy Chelangat Koesh, season best for her, 4:56.28.
I beg your pardon, it's one.
But that was the start.
So that's the closeout.
When Hei Shan went off very quickly indeed, she stayed with it for the majority of the race, but she was overtaken in the last 300 meters or so. She couldn't hold on to it. Rodriguez Saavedra worked her way around the outside. She was tracking her the whole time. She looked comfortable, she looked strong. And she takes the gold medal with 6 starting in this. Hei Shan of China picks up second and a silver medal. And Nancy Chelangat Kirsch with a season best for a bronze medal. 4:56.28 for her in third position after she picked up a silver in Rio 3 years ago. But that is calm, is confident. Kevin Teodoro Aguilar Perez, the guide on the left-hand side of the screen there, just telling her, you have just won a gold medal. The celebrations begin for Mexico.
Felicidades.
And the interviews begin as well. So Rodriguez Saavedra, a lifetime best. Wins by 5 or 6 meters. Hei Shan, a big future in store for her. Just outside her lifetime best of 4:53.81, but she takes a silver medal. And Kenya, in a season best for Kosh, 4:56.28. They take home a bronze medal. Rodriguez Garcia outside the medals in 4th position, the lady who's won European Championships in para-triathlon and also in the World Championships.
So we return to the men's long jump, T38. So this is round 5. Nikita Senik of Ukraine leading on 6:38, just ahead of Keta Kinchagov of Russia with his lifetime best of 6:33. Senik sending his way out, the reigning European champion. 3 goals for him in Swansea in 2014 and the 1-2 and the long jump. 6:28, his 3rd best attempt of the evening. Now Lorenzo Autalalejo Martinez of Spain had a serious problem with his 3rd round attempt. He only went out to 2:40. Something seemed to be pulled there. He skipped his attempt at round 4, and after his 5th round attempt of 4:20, felt that he basically lost his mojo and he withdrew from there. So he finishes 7th, Butaji in 8th. Senik leads by 5 centimeters. Zhu of China in 3rd, Cassini of Australia in 4th spot. So it's the final, the men's 1500 meters, T52.
It's the men's 1500 meters, T52 final.
Reigning champion in this for Japan, Tomoki Sato. Japan well represented also with Inabaru and Tomoyo Ito.
Drawn at 8, representing Switzerland.
So, first of all, for Switzerland, semi-finalists of the 100 and the 400 meters here in T52, Fabian Blue. In 7 for Lithuania. The European 400 meters champion, semi-finalist here in the 4, Kęstutis Skukis.
At 6, ranked 6
alongside
in the world
him for Japan, the twice world champion in 2011, twice world champion in 2008, Tomoyo Ito.
At 5,
alongside him for Mexico. 7th in the 100 meters here, semi-finalist in the 400, Leonardo Perez.
Leonardo de Jesus Perez Juarez.
Alongside him for Thailand, the former 400 meters world champion in 2006, the former Asian Games champion over 100 meters in 2014,
ranked number 2 in the world.
Alongside him for Japan, 2nd fastest in the world this season, but 4th in the 400 meters here, Hirokazu Inabaru. Alongside him for the United States, 5th in the 400 meters here, and semi-finalist in the 100, Isaiah Rigo.
Isaiah Rigo. And on the inside,
and alongside him for Japan on the inside, the new 400 meters world champion and the defending 1500 meters champion, Tomoki Sato. Really have blitzed through this competition. And it all ends here. So many goals, over 200 decided on the track. This week, it is Sato, Rigo, Inabaru, Rungtri, Perez-Juarez, Ito, Skukis, and Bloom in this final of the men's 1500 meters. It's the 2nd most restricted of the wheelchair races. Ito taking it out in front, Inabaru in 2nd place at the moment for Japan, and actually the 3rd Japanese up there as well, Sato, the world champion. All taking a good shot at the moment. Sato with that 3:45.89. Sato, the world record holder as well, going off very, very strong at the front. Ito
So
Ito,
Sato, the championship
Inabaro,
record holder, the world
Sato.
record holder, the world rank number 1.
The 1, 2, 3.
400 meters.
He really has gone for it straight away, Sato.
Well inside
101.9 after 400 meters, and the lead is around 50 meters right now. And in 4th place right now for the United States is Isaiah Rito, and in 5th for Mexico, Leonardo Perez Suarez. But what a huge gap, and it's gone up to around 60 or 70 meters now.
Yes, Sato is well out in front, and wouldn't it be appropriate if Japan picked up a gold medal in the last of the track finals here at these 2019 Para-Athletics World Championships, considering we're off to Kobe in Japan in 2021. He is way out in front. He's got a 100-meter lead there from his 2 Japanese compatriots who you can see in Inabaro and Tomoya Ito. They are way behind. And in last place there, it is Peth Rungsri in that last place in that peloton group just behind them. But the lead now has been stretched out in front, but this man here on screen, Tomoki Sato, the world and championship record holder. He set the championship record in London 2 years ago. He set the world record in his home country of Japan, in Machida City, just last year. But if it keeps on going on at this point, he may well lap one of the athletes here who is way further back. So it is the man who is the current world and championship record holder. He is the current world champion. He's going to come across and take the bell. Tomoki Sato of Japan.
He set the world on light. Dual gold in the 400 and the 1500 in London, having taken gold in the 400 in Doha 2 years earlier, and he's going to do the same double here. There's no doubt about that. The gap is stunning. He's about a third of a lap clear, almost half a lap at this stage, as the rest take the bell. It's Ito in 2nd place, Inabaro in 3rd, but there's no doubt about our leader, and there's no doubt now about our winner, because by the time the rest enter the back straight, he's left it, Tomoki Sato. The 3-time world champion who did the 400, 800 double in the Asian Para Games last year, silver in the 400 and the 1500 in Rio in 2016. Here's our rider about to be lapped, and here comes our winner, Tomoki Sato. Tomoki Sato gets the gold. 3:39.99 by 10 seconds is a new championship record. The big battle now is for silver, and it's between the 2 Japanese, Inabaro, the silver, the bronze to Ito. Japan 1-2-3, a year before the Tokyo Paralympic Games, 2 years before the next Worlds are in Kobe. And it looked like Rigo in 4th for the United States. Japan absolutely dominated that. We're on the brink of spending the next 2 years in para-athletics in the land of the rising sun. Sato rose early and he stayed out in front all the way. And the final track gold, the final track podium of Dubai 2019 is all about Japan. Inabaro, the silver for Japan, and Ito, the bronze. Silver in the 400, bronze in the 100 and the 1500. Tomoki, gold in the 400 and the 1500.
And what a finish indeed to these championships on the track. Quite rightly said there about the Paralympic Games next year in Kobe in 2021. You couldn't have scripted it any better. Any better. But I've never seen in any 1500 metres race, whether it be in the wheelchair categories or whether it be able-bodied or whether it be other categories through parasport, I've never seen anyone go out to such a lead so early in a race over 1500 metres. But he knew exactly what he was doing. He's experienced, he's done it before, he's won medals, and he's picked up a gold medal. And on the far side, you can see him up on the top left of screen there. He was way out in front, 200 metres or so, and then the battle came on at the end there. between the other two Japanese athletes, Ito and Uyembaru. In the end, it was Uyembaru who took the silver, Ito with the bronze, and it is a Japan 1, 2, 3.
And for the next 2 years, it is all about Japan. There's something really appropriate about this site. Get ready, Tokyo and Kobe. We're on the way. Tomoki Sato retains his world 400 and 1500 meters titles. Inabaro, the 1500 meters world champion in 2011 in Christchurch, with the silver. So Sato, Inabaro and Ito, the gold, silver and bronze for Japan. And all three men at various times in their career have been world champions. Sato is again.
Well, meanwhile, the men's long jump, T38, is still in action. He's texting about what's just happened there in the 1500 metres. Have you seen the results of the Japanese, he's writing? We have to get to Tokyo next year at Kobe in 2021.
Cracking atmosphere all week. The main stand has generally been full. It's been very welcome. Destination 2020 for the sporting summer. Olympic Games, Paralympic Games, and the next World Championships as well.
And this year, I was there recently for the Rugby World Cup. It is a sporting capital of the world at present. Precision in everything they do in Japan when they organise events, so I expect the Olympics and Paralympics next year, and also Kobe in 2021 to be sensationally organised. Cheer up. You've won medals at these championships, Australia. Everyone enjoying themselves in Japan, and from other nationalities as well. Wonderful, wonderful championships we've had.
From Japan and Bhutan. And the track action is over, but the field action continues. Still a few medals to be decided here. Netherlands have had an absolutely stunning week here. And they've unleashed some new names on the world. And they've taken 8 medals, 2 gold, 4 silver, 2 bronze. Kimberly Akanada, a new name for us. And here's a new competition for us as Zhang prepares to throw in the shot put. In the F40. This is the opening round, so trust me, the field action's going on for quite a while. F40, the athletes of shorter or shortest stature. This started really late. The way it's going, it is going to be the last event of the competition. A field of 13 in it. So Zhang needing to throw 5 meters 77. Dag Vidorj of Mongolia is out there, and Zhang goes up in a 4th place, 7:28, just above Laura Bars of the Netherlands and Mary Fitzgerald of Ireland, who's in 6th place. Loretta Onye now of Nigeria, the championship record holder in Doha in 2015, and among the hottest of favourites to take a medal here. The reigning Paralympic champion wasn't in London, but she was in Doha where she took the gold. So she loves it out in the Gulf. 8:40, her lifetime best. The world record, Renata Swiewinska's 870. And she is in the field here. And she's at the top of the table. Anya throwing it out to 781. Goes into the bronze medal position behind Raja Jabali of Tunisia and the aforementioned Renata Swiewinska. Championship record, 8 meters 01.
Here's Mongolia's Dagvadoj in 8th position, her second attempt, 577 here. Well, that looks a little bit further, perhaps. Her idol is Renata Swiewinska, who's in this competition. So first-hand experience of seeing how things are done. She was 7th in the Asian Para Games last year. 5.80 she throws there. When she came 7th in the Asian Para Games, she threw 581. She's currently in 8th position. That is good enough to get her through to the next round of the 4th, the 5th and the 6th throws, if it stays that way.
So next up for Ireland, major championship debut for Mary Fitzgerald, who lives in Kilkenny City, actually County Kilkenny, because her local club is Goran Athletics Club, where there's a well-known racetrack. The Tiestas Chase is on every year. Just a short spell outside the city of Kilkenny and Thomastown, where the Irish Open is on next year, in Mount Juliet. That's a decent throw out towards 6 meters. Now that was very close to the edge of the quadrant. She's got the white flag. Her coach is John McCarthy. She's the Irish Wheelchair Association Junior Athlete of the Year in 2016. A 20-year-old occupational therapist at University College Cork. .621 in the opening round for Mary Fitzgerald, and that will be just off that. That was 5 meters 42 for Mary Fitzgerald. Next up, Sebaha Clarice Lago of Cote d'Ivoire. Same flag, just opposite.
Been used a few times as well, hasn't it? Turn it upside down if you win a medal. That there, a red flag outside the quadrant. So no mark there for Lago.
It's outside. Well, when Muriel Lahore won the World Championship medal last year in Birmingham at the World Indoors, there were no Cote d'Ivoire fans in the stadium, but lots of Irish. And their flag, the opposite, the Irish flag. Here's Al Yazudi.
5.54, she's in 10th position. She's got some work to do. This second. 5.54 the opener. That probably the lady who's also a power lifter.
That's the one nearest to the finish line.
Might have been enough for her. She was 5th in the Asian Para Games last year.
Championship record.
Needs to get up maybe a little bit tighter
And it's the format
when she throws to give herself a bit more. 5.66 she throws, but she stays in 10th position.
So now for the Netherlands, what 8 championships they've had, and they remain very well supported here by the Dutch contingent. It is the European silver medalist from last year, the Paralympic bronze medalist from Rio, and silver in Doha the last time she was round this way, and that almost ended up in Doha. It's a red flag for Laura Barrs, national coach Arno Mull, who lives in Otterlo, a communications graduate in Nijmegen, and she knew immediately that that was a no throw. She shall return.
Chimidima sits bottom of the pile at the moment.
Chimidemu is from one of the
Bhutan,
smallest federations
407.
affiliated to World Para Athletics for Bhutan. She's got a best so far.
Her goal is to achieve the qualifying standard for the Paralympic Games next year, which she has done. She achieved that in Beijing at the Grand Prix event there earlier this year.
Rima Abdelli of Tunisia next to throw in the F40
And she's
shot
moved
put.
up a spot
She's
into
in fourth
12th.
place.
4-1-3. She has improved on her opener.
So from Chimi to Rima, the reigning world champion, Rima Abdelli of Tunisia. Queen Rima, they call her, round her parts, the Paralympic silver medalist in Rio, and silver in Doha at the 2015 World Championships. 793, her lifetime best set this year. It's a bit shy of that. Currently lying in fourth spot with a 779 in the opening round.
And I think the final athlete in the F33 shot.
And that will be a no throw for Abdelli. So no joy for the world champion.
Renata Slavinska. Silver 2 years ago for the pole. She is the reigning European champion for the past 2 European Championships in Grosseto and in Berlin. 6th in the Paralympic Games 3 years ago. Not the result she wanted there as she heads towards Tokyo next year. And that's up around the 8-metre mark as well. Gold here at these championships would really set her up for next year to improve on her only effort at the Paralympics, and a disappointing one at that 3 years ago. She wants to set new world records in discus throw, shot put and javelin, and to compete next year in Tokyo. Well, I can tell you she'll be there next year, no doubt. And this one is very long indeed, up there around the 8-metre mark. Well, it's way over the 8-metre mark. She's just broken the championship record she set with her opener, 8:46. She's in first position in the pole.
For Tunisia, currently the silver medalist with that 792. Bronze in the last Worlds in London. Raja Jabali has thrown out a monster. That is a thumper of a throw by Raja Jabali. The woman from Hammamet has given us something maybe very special. That's certainly 2 throws beyond 8 meters. Jabali with a tremendous effort. It's gone way out there. She knows it's good.
And new
It's
leader.
a huge
championship
lifetime
record
best
in
for
the
Jabali
F40.
by a long way. It's a new championship record. She's into the lead, only 7 centimeters off the world record for Jabali.
Namibia's Sylvia Chivolo in 9th position. She set a lifetime best with her first. She needs to get up into the top 8. 5:71 with her opener, the lady who now lives in Windhoek. Born in Nashikati. Slavinska, who's just been knocked out of first position, and her championship record by Jabali
تستعد اللعبة المالديفية
is her idol.
أوكسانا. محاولة ثانية في هذا السباق.
But there is no improvement from that lifetime best first throw. She stays in 9th position.
This is Oksana Spataru for Moldova. Currently lying down in 13th position with a throw of 4.13. And Spataru, well, if she improves, it won't be by a massive amount. 4th in the last 2 European Championships in the shot. Coached by Dimitri Prodan and based in Chisinau. So Potato, 4:57. She improves, and she goes up into 12th place. Next up for China, Zhang Fenzhou. She's currently lying in 5th with a throw of 7:28. Knocking around the same mark again, 7:55 is her lifetime best. For the reigning Asian Games champion in the shot and the discus. 4th in the shot in Doha, 4th in the shot in Rio. 5th right now, and she will stay there. That's 7:24. Best remains 7:28.
Here is the reigning Paralympic champion, currently in 3rd position, her 2nd attempt, 7:81 with her opener, Loretta Onya. (2015) World Championship gold medalist as well. She's actually worked as an actress under the screen name Laurie White. (2015) Nigerian film called Lords of Money. She may be getting plenty of it if she can win a gold in this. But down around the 8-metre mark, it may be an improvement on 7:81. She gets the white flag.
Now in the 33 shot put women's. Bronze went to El Kassoui of Morocco. Silver went to Krivanov.
I think she
of
liked it
Russia,
as well.
And gold in a new world record for Lucina.
Well, she's improved by 19 centimetres, but she stays in 3rd position.
So now for Mongolia. They've had some really good travel documentaries made about there this year. Born and raised in Darhan, she's with the Castle Club, 7th in the shot and the discus in the Asian Para Games last year in Jakarta. She gets the white flag. Now, this could be interesting for her. 5:80 in the previous round has her up in 8th spot. Put a decent amount into that throw. They're all knocking around the same mark. There's a very short distance between the 3 throws. 5:77 and 5:80 so far. And that is not really what Dag Vidorj wanted. Mary Fitzgerald about to throw now for Ireland. And it's her 3rd round throw. 6:21 in the opening round. That's just bounced out. And that'll be a red flag. 6:21, she's in 7th place. There are 5 throwers outside the top 8, and they are still all to throw. So Fitzgerald is 7th and is going to have to hang on. She actually lives 2 towns away from me. But anyway, 7th for her. 6:21, and she's still in the hunt for Ireland to stay in the competition.
She'll be moving further away. 8th at the Paralympic Games, this lady here. Sebehe Clarisse Lago of Côte d'Ivoire needs to find about 15 centimetres if she's to move into the top 8. It is a legal throw. Just inside the quadrant there. But I don't think it's going to be enough to get her up inside the top 8. Dag Vidorj of Mongolia has the 8th position at the moment. Lago, where is she? She's 11th, 4:56, so she'll bow out of the competition.
Next up, Mariam Al-Zayoudi of the host nation, the United Arab Emirates. 5th in the shot and the discus in Jakarta last year in the Asian Para Games. And her target to stay in is 5 meters 80. That's where Dagbadorj currently is. That's shy of 6 meters.
ننتظر المسافة.
24-year-old, 595 is a lifetime best.
مريم الزيودي ترتقي من المركز العاشر للمركز الثامن بمحاولة.
Not anymore. Al-Zayoudi has got it out to 597, a new lifetime best, and she is in 8th place. She could go all the way in this competition.
Laura Bars is next up in 6th position, a lifetime best of 7:22. This, her 3rd attempt, bronze at the last Paralympic Games. She's currently in 6th. That's out there over the 6 metre mark. It won't be an improvement. She gets the white flag. A 22-year-old. Only tried para-athletics 6 years ago.
We're partway through round 3. At the end of this round,
there's a talent day at the National Sports Centre in Papendal.
Championship record leading Jabali of Tunisia
and away she went.
Slavinska of Poland.
No improvement, 693, so she stays in 6th position, but she is in the qualification spots.
Well, the reason we have fans for Bhutan in tonight is Chimi Dema is up next. She's currently lying in 13th spot, 4:13. Gelson, their other athlete here during the week, based in Thimphu, and it's her first major championship. Was above Spataru for a little while. She leaves with a lifetime best, 4 meters, 51. Next up, Rimi Abdella, now lying in 4th position. The reigning world champion, the Paralympic silver medalist. That was in Rio, behind Loretta Onya. It was definitely a memorable competition. Sends that out beyond 6 meters. But needed it to go heading towards 8 and actually beyond 8 to get into the medals here. So Delhi, who's medaled in the last 3 global championships, in a spot of bother
the world record holder, next into the
as she tries to claw her way up the table.
Place.
So Delhi won't improve on that 779. It was 736. So the world champion is in trouble. What about the European champion?
Slavinska, currently in 2nd position, her 3rd attempt, 8:46. 8:63 is the mark that's in front of her at the moment. Well, it's out over the 8 metre mark.
And then whatever this is.
المتسابقة البولندية في المحاولة الأولى 8 أمتار 0.1.
8:62, she moves to within
So
1
Slavinska,
centimetre of the lead.
a best of 8:46 with her 2nd. That one's out over 8 metres, but by how much? As we wait, she's happy with it. 8:62, she's 1 centimetre off Jabali of Tunisia, who has the championship record. And here she is.
So, Jabali, 8.63 in round 2 with that brilliant throw, only 7 centimeters off Stravinsky's world record. She sent that one shy, certainly knocking around the 8-meter mark. So won't be an improvement for her.
$8.31. Chivolo of
8.63 remains Jabali's best. Stravinsky now within a centimeter and breathing down her neck. 8.31, and she felt better was there.
Up next, Sylvia Chivolo of Namibia. Third attempt, she's in 10th position. 5.71 lifetime best. She needs to get up to 5.98. So she needs to find 27 centimeters. She's got the white flag. But that could be close. $5.71, $5.31, and what does number 3 hold in store for her? Disappointment, $5.72, but it is a lifetime best, but she won't go through to the next round.
So Mariam Al Zayudi of the United Arab Emirates is watching closely here. She's in 8th place. Oksana Spataru has to throw 5.98 to stay in the competition. Spataru's lifetime best is 5.16. It doesn't look like she's reached it, so that will be the end of the competition for the Chisinau-based thrower.
So there's 2 throws remaining to conclude round 3. After that,
so Spataru denied, and it is the end of the road for her.
Zhang Benggu of China in 5th position, 7.28 with her very first throw for the 24-year-old. It's out over the 6-meter mark by the looks of it. Maybe not going to improve on what she's thrown so far. 7.28, her opening throw is her best. She's happy enough with it. Lifetime best of 7.55. That's 53 centimeters off it, 7.02, but she's in 5th position.
So the Paralympic champion and the world champion from 2015, Loretta Anya of Nigeria. Her lifetime best is 8.40. She's thrown 8 meters on the dot in this second round. There goes Anya then. 8.63, 8.62, the place is above her. And that's a red flag. And she's put a great big dent in the 8-meter marker. So that's the halfway point of the competition. You know, normally you'd get a prize for that. At least she knows that was bang on 8 meters. Anya stays in the bronze medal position. Stravinsky the silver for Poland. Jabali in the gold medal place right now for Tunisia. So that's the end of round 3. Jabali leads with that championship record 863. Swavinska, the world record holder, 862. Onya in the bronze medal position behind those two. Abdeli in 4th for Tunisia. Zhang stays in for China. Laura Bars for the Netherlands. Mary Fitzgerald for Ireland. And Mariam Al-Zayoudi for the United Arab Emirates. A lifetime best, keeping her in the competition. The rest are out.
Men's long jump, T38 final. When last you were with us, Nikita Senik isn't going to be enough. It's just under the 650 mark. .637, so he picks up the bronze medal. China's Zhu Dening picks up a gold. Only started in senior international competition last year at the Asian Para Games, winning the long jump, 100 and 200 there. Kinchigov, European record silver. Senik picks up the bronze medal.
So keep your eye on what's happening in the discus, because the lead is at 23.97.
Well, now we go across to the women's shot put.
Very last thrower, Diana
It is
Datsiti
F33. It's coordination impairment wheelchair, so all the throws are taken at once. And here's the field. The Pole, Luciana Knobis, the European champion. And in doing that, claimed the world record again last year. So now Luciano Konobis of Poland, the world record of 7:49, the twice European champion. Those the 2 gold medals of her career in major championships, silver in London. That's a thumping throw. That's at around the world record marker. Silver in the shot in Rio. She's never won a world or Paralympic gold medal. Well, 7:49, the world record she threw in Berlin a year ago at the Europeans. It's gonna be a decent one. It's a world record, 7:81 for Konobis, and she goes into the gold medal position. Konobis takes the gold, 7:81, and a new world record. Krivanok the silver for Russia, and Fouzia El Khazoui with a African record bronze for Morocco. Maria Strong in 5th, an Oceanic record for Australia. And Qian Zhao in 7th, an Asian record for China. So China with gold tonight in the women's 200 meters T37 through Wen Zhaoyan and Zhu Dening in the men's long jump T38. 25 gold for them, 58 medals, and you caught the rest. Al-Yazoudi then, as we return to the other shot put that's on right now, the women's F40 for athletes of shortest stature, and this is the lady in 8th for the host nation, Mariam Al-Zayoudi. 5:97 she threw in round 3.
Going forward into rounds 4, 5, and 6, and that was the 4th round put of Mariam
in round 4. The first of those to go.
8th place.
As we're down to the last 8. She snuck in by 17 centimetres as she heads across to get some words of wisdom. 5:45, so no improvement. She stays in 8th.
A little bit of an extra hop being ordered. Mary Fitzgerald coming into the circle for Ireland now, currently lying in 7th position with that 6:21. She's a 7:01 thrower. And if she can add a bit onto that, then Laura Bars, who's in 6th immediately above her, would come in within range. A gold through Jason Smith, his 19th major championship. Outdoors to go with the World Indoor Games. Gold from 06, a competition which had the one running. So the legend grows, and a bronze for Niamh McCarthy, and the discus for Ireland is this, as she gives it a throw out towards 6 metres with Gerald.
Starting with Rima Abdelli of Tunisia.
Tightly bunched to date. 7 metres 04, and Zhang stays in 5th.
Well, here is the reigning world champion, Rima Abdelli. Her nickname, Queen Rima. She's 4th at the moment. So at the moment, she's a princess. Out of the middle, needs to find something. 22 centimetres would put her up into the bronze medal position. Well, that is not a happy Queen Rima. Injured her back in 2016, still managed to pick up a silver medal, throwing 7.37 at the Paralympic Games. But that is a foul because she's gone straight out of the circle, so that is why she's very, very upset.
So this is Dadziti's first competitive throw coming up.
Stays in 4th position. 2 fouls are open at 7.79, the best so far.
So next up, Anya then, currently lying in 3rd position. The Paralympic champion, that great victory in Rio, where she set her lifetime best. It's knocking around 8 metres again. She got the red flag last time out because she managed to whack the 8-metre marker very impressively. That's a little bit shy of it this time. So there's no surprise when it comes up as being less than 8 metres, 7.72, and Anya stays in 3rd place, the reigning Paralympic champ.
Renata Slavinska didn't have the greatest Paralympic Games 3 years ago. She is, though, the silver medalist in the World Championships from 2 years ago, and the reigning European champion. 8.62, her 4th attempt. She is 1 centimetre off Raya Jabali of Tunisia. She did hold the championship record, Slavinska. Jabali then took it off her. She is, though, the world record holder. 8.70 that world record. That's only over 6, though.
In the discus for Dadziti.
Much shorter than what she's thrown so far, and she's taken a foul. So she stays in 2nd as we wait for Jabali of Tunisia to come up for her 4th.
Jabali was very unhappy with her 3rd round throw of 8.31 because she saw Slavinska come within a centimetre of her. That's knocking around 8 metres again, though. So Jabali won't improve. However, the only major championship medal she's won was bronze in the Worlds in London. She was 5th in the Paralympic Games, and the 22-year-old Tunisian pole position with that championship record. A lifetime best by 45 centimetres. Has her out in front.
37 centimetres of bronze.
It's 8 metres 15 for Jabali. Remember, so close to the world record, which is what she really wants now as we go back into round 5 and Al Ziyudi.
Al Ziyudi's thrown a lifetime best. Her third throw, 5.97. Well, that may well increase her lifetime best. It's knocking around the 6 metre mark. It won't put her any further up than what she is at the moment because Mary Fitzgerald of Ireland is 6.49, so she is a good half a metre ahead
on the
of Al Ziyudi.
22.40. She's now within 3 centimetres of the podium with 3 throws remaining.
Oh, she's happy. Why is she happy? 6.17. She's improved on her lifetime best as she races across to see her coach, Ayman Muhammad Ali.
22 centimetres on top of her lifetime best as we go to Ireland's Mary Fitzgerald, currently lying in 7th position. 6.49, what she wouldn't give for a lifetime best now. PB's either side of her, Al Ziyudi in 8th, Laura Barrs in 6th. If she matched her lifetime best, it would still be 7th position for Fitzgerald. Mary Fitzgerald. Well, 6 metres. That was around the range of. That was task 1 achieved. And getting into the top 8. Going right through the competition. Lifetime best would be on the to-do list as well. Got a very good throws program in Paralympics Ireland. 6.87, her best of the day. She stays 7th as we look now at the eyes of Laura Barrs.
Barrs, who trains full-time at the National Olympic Training Centre in Papendal. Bronze 3 years ago. She won silver in this in 2015. It's all about medals. And that's out over 6 metres, but she's just walked straight across the plane and said that will not be a mark for me, thank you very much. You can see the disappointment on her face as she walks back and contemplates attempt number 6 in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Not really sure I need to say much about this.
So it's a very decent series being put together here by Dad.
She says it all herself.
This is the measurement for number 5 coming up. 22.92.
There's an extra little bit of fibre in the diet as well, but Zhang has jumped up very quickly and taken a 5th round throw.
المحاولة الخامسة للاتفية.
Be one of her best of the day.
22 متر 92 وهي حاليا في
Flying up towards 7 metres. Angle we're viewing at suggests that the throws are shorter than they actually are, as you can see. That was 7.19. Everything above 7 metres so far. But Zhang, the Asian champion, perpetually denied. And it's time for Rima Abdelli again. So here she comes, currently lying in 4th spot for Tunisia. The defending world champion, Queen Rima. Can she be crowned again? That's a nice throw. Abdelli's gone for a good one there.
متر 97 المركز الثاني والفضية للصينية دونك فيكسيا.
Well, prospects here, 8 metres would be bronze. Abdelli 7.79, certainly beyond 7 metres. Abdelli 7.38, and she is in 4th position.
So Shotburn has the arena to itself.
Anya. next up for Nigeria. 8 meters dead for her so far. 781 in the opening round, 772 since then. 781 would be good enough for bronze also. Prospects for Anya then. Can she get it beyond 8? Has to be 862. Her lifetime best, by the way, is that 840. This was the world record for a while. It is round 5 and time is running out.
Of Tunisia are separated by just 1 centimetre.
Larissa Onya's final round throw is going to have to be something absolutely exceptional. And for the current marks to be beaten in the top 2, really, the world record will be tested. She's taken the red flag this time, and she stays in the bronze medal position.
Well, Slavinska didn't have a good one in the last one. A foul. Her second foul out of 5. That one, though. The lady in second position was out there around the 8-metre mark.
The lead is 863.
862 is her best. She's 1 centimetre off Raya Jabali of Tunisia, who's in the gold medal spot with a championship record.
852. Doesn't improve. Final
the championship
throw
record
of round
was
5 goes to the
4
leader,
years ago by
Raya
Larissa
Jabali
Onya.
of Tunisia.
772 coming into this. That was smashed.
852 محاولة الخامسة.
No improvement. 852. Slavinska remains in the silver medal position. So Jabali could be a gold medalist in the next 10 minutes. She's put everything into that. It's up there around the 8-metre mark.
So that soundtrack accompaniment. 863 is
22 years of age.
Throw so far.
Her best was a bronze medal in London 2 years ago.
852. So right
852 doesn't improve.
On best throws and tied on second best throws at 852. Final round, it will be Mariam Al-Zayudi of United Arab Emirates.
Mariam Al-Zayudi, her final attempt. She's thrown a lifetime best with her last, which was 6.17. She's in 8th position though. She's still a massive 70 centimetres off Mary Fitzgerald of Ireland, who's 7th. And sadly for her, that will not be an improvement by the looks of things. No improvement, 603, but the lifetime best, very important with her 5th, 617, she's 8th.
So Mary Fitzgerald then for Ireland. 687, her best in round 5. Lifetime best of 701 set this year. Would take an immense throw to get into the top 6. Laura Bars is there for the Netherlands, 722. Needs one more, 723. Why stop there? 728 is 5th. Noel Lenihan, Orla Barry, Niamh Fitzgerald have all won European discus titles and world medals. Also the Paralympic domain for Ireland in throws the last 3-4 years. And the best throwers all seem to have a core connection because that is where the other 3 are from. It is where Fitzgerald is in university. She'll get the white flag. It's a fair throw. It's beyond, it looks to be 6 meters. But it would be really pushing
Looked like that slipped away
to have gone beyond the
slightly. Let's see what
687
her
that
final
she
throw is.
achieved in round
6:15,
5.
no improvement. She ends 7th in the world. We move to Lara Bars of Netherlands, who is in
So
6th.
Mary Fitzgerald, 6 meters 15, and she is in 7th position. Next up, it is Lara Bars.
Final attempt, she needs something big. 7:22. She's had a lifetime best with her opener.
محاولة صحيحة من الهولندية لارا
Second 4 years ago,
بارز
she
في
just
انتظار
missed out
القياس.
in
وهي
2017.
المحاولة السادسة
She
والأخيرة.
got 4th that time.
نعم.
She threw 7:16 in that one.
تلتقي المركز الخامس 7:47.
7:47, she's improved her lifetime best, but she's in 5th position and misses out on the medals.
Just replaced is next into the circle, Fang of China.
Delight. Absolutely. Justified in taking a bow. 5th spot for Lara Bars as Zhang jumps in again. 7:28. She's put a lot into it. Out of the circle as quickly as she went into it. 7:28 in the opening round for her. Was 5th for a long time. Now 6th after that. 7:47 for Bars. Seven meters 35, and it's 6th for Zhang.
Abdelli now, as we work our way up to the business end of the competition, she needs to find herself 22 centimeters to move ahead of Anya into the bronze medal position.
And remember, she's the world champion from London 2 years ago.
So Queen Rima, can she get herself up there? I think you just heard that then as she walks off. Arms up in the air. She's gesticulating madly because she is mad.
Congratulations to Lara Bars
Well,
with
it
that
was
lifetime best. 5th place.
Decent effort, but not
No
enough.
improvement for Rima Abdelli. So these are going to be our 3 medalists. But remember, there's only 1 centimetre between gold and silver.
So Abdelli will finish in 4th position out of the medals. This lady has a medal. She's the Paralympic champion. Can she become the world champion with something big? She needs to find 64 centimetres. That is a huge ask indeed. She prepares herself. 35 years of age. She's won Paralympic gold. She won the World Championship in 2015. Has she done it this time and got up there? The answer, no. White flag. So she'll have to be content with a bronze medal.
786. She takes 3rd. So here we go. Game on. 1 centimetre separating silver and gold.
786 bronze
against
for Anya.
863. First into the circle. Slavinsky. Guaranteed silver.
We're down to the final 2.
4 centimetre.
The world bronze medalist from 2 years ago, Raja Jabali, and the reigning European champion. Silver in the shot in 2017, and it's silver for Renata Swiatkowska at the moment here by 1 centimetre. 862 her best. Jabali 863. This is it. It's beyond 8 metres. Now, has she done it? It's certainly up around 8 metres. She gets the white flag. She feels she hasn't done it, and she might feel that's as close as she will ever come
A championship record from the leader.
to a global gold. 1 centimetre down at the end.
8:36. So she will take the silver medal.
Well,
and into the
it's
circle
beyond
for
8
throw of honour
metres
comes the new
by
champion. It will be the
Swiatkowska.
final action.
The two jousting for the crown have never won a global gold before. Swiatek gets the silver for the second time, and Raja Jabali gets the gold with that championship record, 8:63. Swiatek's world record was set in September of 8:70 in showdowns in Poland. That's around 8 meters as well, and Jabali can now celebrate. She is the world champion for the first time.
22 years of age from Hammamet in Tunisia. Started the sport for social reasons back in 2012. Well, she's finishing it tonight with more than just social reasons. She's finishing it with golden reasons.
Final results.
Raja Jabali, a gold medalist at the age of 22. She was bronze 2 years ago in London. She's ditched the silver and gone straight for the gold. Championship record of 8:63 with her second. She is the gold medalist, getting congratulations from the Paralympic champion, Loretta Onye. It was Onye's championship record she broke. 91 centimeters she broke it by. Huge, huge amount.
Jabali takes the gold for Tunisia, championship record 8:63. Swiatek the silver for Poland 8:62. Onye the bronze for Nigeria 8 meters. And if Swiatek had thrown 8:63 with her final throw, the two best attempts by both Jabali and Swiatek would have been identical. The third best throw, Swiatek's, was longer. Lifetime best even down to 13th, and Dema of Bhutan.
ثم بريطانيا ثم أمريكا في المركز الرابع، وفي دولة عربية تونس في المركز التاسع في ترتيب الميداليات. ألف مبروك.
So that's it. There is more, because over at the medal plaza there will be presentations.
The women's discus throw.
And our closing ceremony will also take place over at the medal
F55.
plaza. Thank you to all of
our this is one of the wheelchair categories. And there's a big field in this, including Diana Dzite, the reigning European and world champion. There's nobody Dutch in this but Hoop Holland. Thank you very much. We've both been given a pair of clogs each. These are going on the fridge. So this is Diana Dzite, the Paralympic javelin champion for Latvia, the three-time world champion in London. The defending champion in this, the European champion as well, in those three categories. All 6 throws are taken at once. Well, Dzite's best so far, 22 meters 40. Rosa Maria Guerrero Cazares of Mexico is above her.
شكرا جزيلا من القلب، شكرا من القلب لكل المتطوعين، لولاكم يا متطوعات ومتطوعين.
Solid throwing by Dzite, who, when she came to Lyon in 2013 for the World Championships, it was as a fan of Igor Zapinas, a mate of hers. He's been a champion here, she's been a champion here. 22.97 that was for Dzite. Fexia, Dong Fexia of China, the reigning Paralympic champion. 22.92 with her opening throw. She's already surpassed Dzite, and that looks another good one beyond 20.
Thank you very much.
Excellent throw by Dong, who has gone out to 26 meters in her career. Marianne Bugenhagen of Germany, the F55 world record holder from 2008 when she claimed gold in Beijing, and the championship record of hers for this going back to when it was in Lille in 2002 in the commune of Villeneuve-d'Ascq. Dong, our new leader, 23.49. The Pan Am silver medalist, Erika Castaño, of Colombia. Finished second in Lima behind Rosa Maria Guerrero of Mexico, who was fourth here. Castano looking to continue her solid run in this. It was silver in the shot and the discus for her in London. She's knocked that out, certainly beyond the 22-meter mark. She's beyond Rosa Maria Guerrero. Can she get into the medals here? Lifetime best of 23.40, but a season's best 22.42. It's actually a centimeter lower than Guerrero's best of the day for Mexico. A solid throw by Erika Castano. And that will be good enough for gold. It's a lifetime best. So Erika Maria Castano gets the gold for Colombia, 23.97. Dong Fesha, the silver for China, and Diana Dezite, the bronze for Latvia. Gold and bronze for the Latvian this week. Championship record for Yang Liwan of China, who is an F54, breaking the mark of Flora Ogwunwa set in Doha 4 years ago. Francisca Madones of Chile did not start. So that world record we saw earlier for Lucina Konobis claims gold for Poland in the women's shot put. Krivenok the silver for Russia, El Kazoui the bronze for Morocco, and a new African record, Maria Strong with an oceanic record in 5th for Australia, and Qian Zhao, an Asian record for China, in 7th. China with 25 gold medals in Dubai 2019, 59 medals in total. Brazil with 14 gold, 39 medals in total. Great Britain claiming gold tonight through Kaylee Hago and Gavin Drysdale, 13 gold, 28 in total. The United States at 12 gold, Ukraine 11. So we go on through successful games for Uzbekistan. 4 gold, 8 medals in total. Poland, Iran, Japan, Canada, Finland, including Amanda Kataya and Pekatati, Thailand, Colombia, who scored through Erika Castano there in the discus F55, and Cuba, all through Amara Durand, a nation of her own, 3 golds each. Netherlands, 2 gold, 4 silver, 2 bronze. What a week for them, and what great new athletes they've emerged with. Italy with 6 medals, India scoring brilliantly in the field, New Zealand, gold, 3 silver, 1 bronze, Switzerland, Belgium getting gold as well. Anand and Kenan among their medalists. Czech Republic, Indonesia, Ireland, Namibia, Serbia with a gold and a bronze each. Chile with a gold, despite their best discus thrower not starting off in that F55. Norway have unleashed a terrific sprinter. 8 medals for Spain, and for once there were no gold for them. Malaysia normally score a tremendous success in the 100 meters, but not this year. 4 medals in total for them. 5 bronzes for Venezuela, 2 bronzes for Turkey, 1 each for Azerbaijan and Korea. 63 nations have medaled. It's been a great week. We love dipping our toe into para-athletics. Every year it has been tremendous. So look forward to Bydgoszcz, the Europeans next year, and Tokyo for the Paralympic Games, Kobe the next World Championships. I've been Will Downing. Thank you for joining us all week. It's been a lot of fun.
I'm Tolson Toller. It has been absolutely sensational. We love doing para-athletics. Please watch us again next time. Till then, from everyone involved, bye-bye.